basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin, The basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. Lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin.
Hello, everyone. I cannot see anything on the screen.
Sorry.
Sorry. You just kind of went dark for a second.
I know. Everything's dark.
I don't know. Lights off on you? What happened?
I'm scared. There it is. Ooh, it's really dark, huh?
I know.
Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Dark like my soul. We got Karen in the house.
Good morning. Hope everybody had fun yesterday. I was kind of in and out watching all the craziness, so it was an interesting day yesterday.
It was an interesting day. We had a lot going on. I was tired though. I didn't feel tired during, and then after it was done, I got in the car to go home, and I was like, oh.
I can only imagine how, because I'd be exhausted after a whole day of that, because you guys you're all over the place, and I don't know how you do it. I give you so much credit, but it was fun. It was a fun day yesterday.
It was fun. Hi, y'alls. How's you doing on this fabulous Thursday? It's almost the weekend.
I'm ready for it. I don't know about you, Trace. I am ready for the weekend. I need a day off.
100% ready for it. Yeah. Maybe I'm sick. Maybe I won't come in tomorrow.
Well, I woke up the other day with just a little bit of a sore throat, and I'm like, am I getting sick? Because my furnace finally kicked on because it's getting a little chilly now. So I'm like, is it from that? Did I, catch something on the plane? I don't know. But
it's the change of weather too. It's like,
I think so. Yeah.
I got the black lung pops. What is it from, Ramon? What is it from?
What did you say? Sorry, I wasn't paying
Got the
attention.
black lung pops.
I have no idea, actually.
I was just trying to pull a Habib. Yesterday he says really calmly, like not in the voice, like it was something simple too, like, look at that. What is it from, Ramon? What is that movie from?
It was from Karate Kid, and I was yelling at my computer.
Oh, you got it, but he didn't say it in the voice.
Got it? See, Karen got it.
No, it's from
Karate Kid.
Does anybody know what the black lung's from? Let's see. Do we got it?
I got nothing. Anybody?
No. I got the black lung Zoolander.
Oh,
yeah, there it is.
For the record, I was not a bad influence on you, Tracy. I just saw somebody V13 HNG. I was not a bad influence.
She was. You were the one shoving. I had 3 things in my dressing. By the time I ended, it was 3 bags full, and I didn't go pick the other stuff.
No, I gave you one thing. I gave you one shirt. Maybe.
You are a liar.
What else did I give you?
You are.
A shirt. What else did
There was
I
a
give
sweater. There was a shirt. There was, I think the black pants were from you. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's all coming back now.
I think I was just excited about the pink shirt because it was so cute and it looked so good with everything, like the whole.
There was that one? There was 3 sweaters that you picked out. Oh, my gosh.
I was focused on the pink.
The scrunchy one that you said looked good with the black pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was quite a few.
Yeah.
There was quite a few.
Okay. Maybe I was a good influence. I wasn't a bad influence.
Well, my bank account would like to differ.
Well, you only live once, right?
That is true. And apparently I ain't leaving anything for my kid. So
there you go.
Apparently.
He'll be fine.
Let's do some shout outs. Pink, Karen is to blame. Definitely. If it was pink, Karen is definitely to blame. But I did like it. I'm coming around to pink. I don't know.
See, it's funny though, because I'm not a pink person either. Like, and with pink glitter, I swear I have the curse of the pink glitter. Every time I open a pink glitter, I spill it. So I try to avoid pink. So that's, I don't know. I was just feeling pink that night, I guess.
Bonus points.
Note to self: gift Karen a lot of pink glitter.
Yes, always.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to glitter, but
We're coming out with 100 new glitters, and they're all pink, Karen.
all pink. Okay.
Okay, let's see. We have Nails by Matilda, cheering 5 bits. The Lindsay M, 10 bits. Miss Deb the Enabler, 20 bits. Jaya Queen, 10 bits.
Sorry.
Waiting on the moon. Fatsing Finger 23, rescribed with Prime. Been subscribed for 5 months. Love what you guys at YN do. Thank you so much. Appreciated. Nas Big 1979, 100 bits. The Lindsay M, 5 bits. Sandy Nailed It, 5 bits. Crazy Cat Lady, 15 bits. Waiting on Ramon. I just started with the resubscribe. Helps if you say who did it. Jada 375, resubscribing with Prime, 3 months. Good morning back at you. We have a hype train, and we're waiting on Ramon.
Ramon, what's going on this morning? You're
Sorry, there's a
slacking.
lot going on.
Jen Sparkles on Nails, 10 bits. Mel Steel Ash 04, 13 bits. The Hiss Blonde, 10 bits. Beachy One gifted a tier 1 subscription to Jenna Matthews. Thank you so much. That's very nice. I always get this one wrong. Janan.
Wait, what?
What is this one?
This one?
Yeah,
Kiana.
I don't know. My
Jay.
mind.
I
I was
like,
on
Jay,
long
where's your
time
Jay?
yesterday. Kiana. Sorry. 100 bits. Just the Tips and Toes, 10 bits. Waiting on Ramon. T-Shot 75, 100 bits. Thank you all. You're all on it. You guys must like abuse. Why are you guys back? After 8
I was
and
going to
some
say,
hours?
how many people are on today? Because
I don't
after
know
all
how
day
many we got.
yesterday, I'm surprised y'all came back.
What we got, Ramon? How many is on here? Who likes torture? How many?
Wait.
Waiting
What are we
on
talking about?
Ramon.
Sorry, I missed it. Sorry. What's happening?
How many are on?
lot.
Ramon, do you need assistance today?
290. What I said.
290. 290 of you are sick people that like abuse.
Seriously. Don't you have anything better to do today?
Look, everybody else is answering for you. You got assistance today, Ramon. So,
Thank
Ooh,
you.
bonus points.
Thank you, guys.
should we start with
Okay.
the mix? Do we have mixes
Yes,
today?
we do have mixes today.
Ooh.
Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. So the first mix is for Jonathan 5.
Ah, Jonathan.
And
Yay.
they have an image inspiration.
Ooh.
And their inspiration is this.
Oh, very cool. First of all, I
Sorry,
love,
Karen, I'm going to cover you up for a little bit.
love,
Okay.
love this color combo. It's one of my favorites. Orange, turquoise, and green. Beautiful. Okay, got that.
Okay.
And then let's see if we can find some questions. Yeah, Tracy had a long day yesterday. Yes, I think we all had a long day yesterday. First of all, you guys made me spend 8.5 hours with the Salo brothers.
I'm sorry, Tracy. I told you I'd come out, but
That's draining in itself. Here's
That's
what's
a
funny
lot.
is I called Habib on the way home to talk about something I wanted to talk about, and he didn't answer. And then, from here, I forget what it was. And then I got in the car and I was almost home, and he called back. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "I have no energy to
I don't
talk about
know.
this." I'm like, "I was just checking in." I totally lied. He's all, "You're just checking in." Oh yeah, just so you know how the string, that you're good with the string. I just didn't have it in me. I just like, this can wait another day.
seriously, after all of that, I don't know how you even had the energy to drive home. I really don't. I would have been like, I'm calling Uber. Somebody come and pick me up.
Hey,
I don't
you
know.
what? I went home and had some Greyhounds that were delicious.
Perfect.
And 2 corn dogs, and
I
I
say,
eat
did,
like a.
did Stan take you out to dinner, or do you have corn dogs at home?
I just had corn dogs at home. I did. I put them in the air fryer.
Ah.
They're vegan. They're vegan corn dogs, which I usually can taste the difference when it comes to vegan stuff, and they're so good. And you put them in the air fryer, and they get crunchy, like you would get at a fair or something. So
I'm just not sure about that vegan corn dog. That just doesn't sound right.
it's good. What's a
I'll take your
Greyhound?
word on it.
Greyhound is vodka and grapefruit. In my case, Tito's and grapefruit.
So tasty.
Very tasty.
So-
And then
Well,
if you want to,
vitamins, it gets your vitamin C. It keeps you healthy, right?
It's juice.
Yes.
And then if you want a salty dog, a salty dog is the same thing, but salt around the rim. Just, the more you know.
The things you learn on Twitch with young man.
The more you know. Do we have questions, guys? Hold it. I missed the stream yesterday. My dad had heart surgery. Oh, I hope everything worked out. I don't know why I'm out of the loop. Remember, my parents didn't speak to me for 6 years, but my mom did yesterday. She needed my help to stay there and watch him. Well, I hope everything's good, and maybe this is, a way of reconnecting, which is awesome. That's bad news and good news.
So, unfortunately, sometimes it takes things like that to get families to reconnect, but if that's what it takes, I think I don't want to say it's a good thing, but it's a positive.
Making a positive out of something bad. Hold it. I want to make sure I'm on my Twitch because I don't want to lose my points. I hope he's okay. Let's see. Dawn, got my protein bond, have prepped my nails and doing gray. I like that. You're like, which way do you want it spelled? In teal set. Ooh,
gray and teal. Well,
very 80s. I see that all those colors are coming back. Gray, pink, gray, teal. Love that color combo. What brand corn dogs do I see? They're called Morning something. Morningstar.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because that's the vegan one.
How do you know?
Because I know.
How do you know?
I don't know.
Do you buy them?
No, I don't buy them.
How do you know? That's weird, bro.
I don't buy
store.
I love going to Vons. If anybody knows me,
What do you just shop every section and just browse and take notes?
Yes.
Like Morningstar.
Yes.
Vegan. Okay.
I do. I would like to keep up with all the foods out there. It's one of my
people
hobbies.
think I'm really weird, but I love to grocery shop. I could spend hours in the
weird.
grocery store.
I'm sorry,
I know
that's
it's
weird.
weird.
Thanks,
But I like
Karen.
to-
Yes, 100%.
I'm right there.
See, every once in a while, Stan will trick me. He'll say, let's go out to breakfast. I'm like, cool. Breakfast, mimosas, amazing. And then all of a sudden, after breakfast, we're pulling into a grocery store, and I'm like, I do not like to be tricked. And then he regrets it. So he tells me, I don't like taking you grocery store because you only buy crap. Works for me.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want to eat, that's what you want to eat. And there's no sense in buying healthy stuff if you're not going to eat it.
Grocery shopping. It's not. I don't even like going to Costco. Like,
oh my God. You don't spend a Saturday at Costco?
no. Stan goes to Costco by himself. I have a free Costco card because of my sister, and I go to Costco. I just don't. And Stan has to pay for his card, which ticks him off. And I just, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. First of all, I'm going to end up with stuff I didn't need in the first place.
Well,
so
isn't that the fun of Costco?
that's true.
That's just what you do. You buy all kinds of random stuff that you don't need, and you get it home, and you're like, how did I spend $300 on what? I went there for toilet paper.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I walked out with it.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Okay, so Lindsay M has a question. This is a good time for me to break off and get my glitter mix going. I have a dumb question. First of all, no dumb questions. You may get a dumb answer. You never know. But no dumb questions. When doing my own nails, I find one hand nail ends up shorter than the other. This is common. Do you have any tips for checking length?
Yeah. Okay, do we need to do the song or anything first, or can I answer the question?
No, not yet.
Okay. So checking your nails, I always recommend checking from kind of this view so that you can actually see. I mean, for me, I would turn them around and look, but always measure from your cuticle to the tip of the nail rather than like looking from the backside and measuring the length here, because some of your nails your nail beds may be a different length. And so if you're measuring just this length here, it's gonna vary. So look at them from the front side and measure from cuticle to free edge. So if I put them side by side there, apparently my cuticles are not straight either, and one nail is longer than the other. But again, that's common. And especially for me as a nail tech, I hold my files and I tend to end up filing my nails down. So one hand usually will end up eventually shorter than the other. But yeah, just line up your fingers so that the cuticles are even, and then you should have that same length to the tip. Hopefully that makes sense for you. And hopefully Tracy's got some fun colors. I don't see what the inspiration was. Was it some kind of
The inspo was
an animal? A chameleon. Okay. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Some kind of a lizard. Do we have any other questions hanging out there?
I'm looking for you. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I don't see any other ones. Oh, here's one. Well, it's not really a question. I love Costco. Can spend hours there and walk around $400 in debt. But that's what happens when you have 4 teenage boys.
Oh, yeah, I can't even imagine what you buy at Costco with 4 teenage boys. That is a cart full. And I'm always envious of the people that have that, the big whole cart full of everything, all the snacks and everything. Like, I don't have kids at home, so there's no need for me to buy all of that stuff. But I'm always looking in everybody else's cart and saying, okay, what do they have? What else do I need that I miss? But
All right,
they always.
Here's a question for you, Karen.
What you got?
Question for Karen from a PhD. What are license rules for Minnesota if I decide to go to school and get licensed in Washington? Can it transfer to Minnesota, or would it just be easier to get the license there?
I mean, it depends on how long you're going to be in. Where did you say Washington? Depends on how long you're going to be there. If you're going to want to work there, I would definitely get your license there first. I don't know how it is for transferring. I don't know what the requirements are to transfer your license from there. So in Minnesota, I believe our hours are still $350. So my guess is that if your school there in Washington was $350 or above, you could probably transfer your license. But don't quote me on any of this. I would contact the Minnesota State Board of Cosmetology to make sure, what your requirements would be. Sometimes they make you just take our test. Depending on your license, you may have to take a few hours here at a licensed school here. I'm not positive on that, but either check online. Otherwise, I would just call the state board. They're actually really good. I've had a couple of conversations with them, but they're really good about answering questions there. So give them a call and they'll let you know exactly what you need to do. Because every state is going to be different. Every state, state requirements are going to be different. So it might be different from state to state. So I don't want to tell you one thing and it be something else. So call state board. That's the best. All right, Tracy, what you got? Looks like you got some good colors.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Do-do-do, a do-do-do. Chef, Tracy, chefing it out.
Okay, so we got our chameleon. Oops, let's get rid of us. And
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, I like it. Okay, so we got kind of a turquoise, we got a green, and we got, of course, our coral orange. So I'm going to start with the turquoise and see if we can get this tone. I'm probably going to mix it separately, and then we'll move on. Guys, sorry, I'm going to use a color that we don't have yet, but if you look, it's just a smaller cut of Funky Papa, but it takes on more of a teal tone in the smaller cut. So that's why I'm going to use this instead of Funky Papa. I may use Funky Papa just for effect, but not yet. And then I'm going to take Fame Orbit and see if when we combine these two, if we get the color kind of a green green turquoise. Oh, is Eric and Mel on there?
Yes.
Hi! I just saw them. They were at my house.
They just jumped on before they went to work.
They just can't get enough of me. See me in the morning.
Miss you. They missed you.
I think Stan scared the crap out of Mel this morning, but that was okay. She came
Should
downstairs and he thought it was me because I was yelling at him this morning to be quiet because I was trying to sleep in, and then he went downstairs to make coffee, and then she came down after him, and then he's like, "What are you doing up?" And then he looks around and turns around and it's Mel. Sorry, Mel. This is ooh. Yeah, so those two together, and I'm sure we could get the same kind of tone, but this is the turquoise. See that? Yeah. We could have got it probably.
I love that.
What was that?
That turquoise. Turquoise, I think, is probably one of my favorite colors. I absolutely love that one.
We probably could have got it with Funky Papa if I went heavier on Fame Orbit. So if you got Funky Papa, just go heavier with the Fame Orbit, and you'll get probably end up with the same tone. Now I'm going to go with that green, which I think we're going to go with this one. Now, guys, again, you don't have this one yet. This is pretty close to Incredible Green. It just has a little different sheen to it, so that's why I picked that one. But if I didn't have it, I'd just use Incredible Green. I'm going to put a little, very mild touch of Good Trade in there to kind of get the green that I'm looking for. Because it's not such a lime green. It is and it isn't. So, yeah. See how it just took it down a notch to get more of the color.
Yeah.
I think I might just do a little bit more. Just kick it down a notch. But this is why, I mean, if I was doing this in front of a client, it can cost you. It's going to cost you. Because this takes time, especially if I'm trying to be very precise and I'm looking. Yeah, see, we got it way closer at that time. Just a little more of the Good Trade green, and we got that. Okay, so now let's work on the coral. The coral.
But Tracy, what you're saying about charging when you're custom mixing like that, it does. It takes more time, it takes more effort and more knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what colors go together to create that specific color. I mean, you could get fairly close,
Yeah.
and if you don't really know what you're doing, you can get fairly close. Even if you do know what you're doing, get fairly close. But it takes that skill, and that's what you're charging for. You're not just charging for the glitter. You're charging for the skill to get that specific color. So don't undercharge.
Right, and I mean, typically they're not going to send you a chameleon. Ooh, that is pretty. Right, they're not going to do that. But if they have a certain dress and they want it to match exactly, I mean, it just takes a little more work. Now, if a little less work would be do something that complements, right? And then it's not going to be this intense of a process. But when it's this intense, I mean, it's going to be more than just $5 of glitter. It's being very creative and taking time to do that. So, let's see. And I think that's getting there. I think that is pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
On. I think I'm going to add a little more hibiscus to bring down the golden orange. And actually, no, I'm going to grab lava. I'm going to put a little red tone in it to get more of the coral. Hold on.
Hold, please. Okay. Ooh, bonus points.
Hold it. I got to check. I'll
You
focus
got
on
any
this.
questions
Focus,
in the
Tracy. Huh?
Any questions in the meantime?
Yeah. Do we have? Let's see. Ramon, is there any questions above? Oh, hold it. Let's see, Rebecca. From YouTube. I've used several different gels, including yours. I really love doing gel nails, but when I do my cuticle, ours swells up and my finger gets very itchy. Ooh. Do you know what makes it get that reaction?
Well, not specifically. It sounds like you are having some kind of contact dermatitis, allergic reaction, something like that. Anytime you have an allergic reaction or any kind of a reaction, I always say talk to your healthcare provider and see what's going on. A lot of times you may have a reaction like over time. You may not have it right away. And just continued contact with any kind of a product can start developing those reactions. So yeah, definitely contact your healthcare provider, dermatologist, something like that, and they can help figure out exactly what you're having the reaction to. There's been a lot of talk about allergic reactions lately, and I don't know if people are just not using their product correctly, because anytime you touch product to your skin, you can start potentially causing a reaction. And again, like I said, it's not something that always happens immediately. It can happen over time. And I always, when I was teaching in the school, I would always tell the students, and especially hairstylists, they're going through the hair, they're pulling bleach out, and they get the bleach burns on their fingers, and they're like, it's fine, it'll go away in a couple of days. But it's like, no, your body can only process so much chemical before it says no more. We can't do this anymore. And that's when you start getting those reactions. So
Yeah. They don't realize you're fine for the moment.
yeah. So keep an eye on how you're applying your product and talk to your healthcare provider.
Yeah, I like that. And don't keep doing it until you do. You want to heal.
Yeah.
So I see another question on YouTube, which we'll get to, but let's finish this one off. So we got our coral tone, which, oops,
Beautiful.
I think we nailed it. So now we combine. Okay, so we're going to start. Actually, I'm going to keep the green out, and I'm going to start with the turquoise and the coral. Get that mixed together, see what we got, and then we'll do some top. I can
Top
talk.
the
We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Let's see. And guys, I see your guys' questions. Don't worry. We're gonna get you. Let's see. Oh,
That's always a good reaction.
I think we need more of the coral in it. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and start bringing in that green. Let's see how that changes up, because you got to remember, just because, and that's what's difficult. Like I don't know if you guys were here about the original Hello Kitty mix that we did yesterday. It's like, if I took, which would be in my tendency to go a fine blue and a fine red, but I could combine two fines, blue and red, they're going to combine and it's going to look purple, where we have to go more chunky to keep the separation, right? And then find a blender that's going to make it all blend together, which was the white and the chunky chunks and the iridescence. But you have to be careful, because I could have combined this, and this and gotten a totally different color that don't look anything like the chameleon. So we have to go slow, a little bit by little. And again, this is why we charge. Okay, yeah. Let's see what we got. Look at that. Oh, I love it.
That's fantastic.
Love. Okay, I think this is where I get to the point where I want to add something else, but I'm afraid to mess it up. So what do we do in that case, guys? We pour this out, we pour this in, and we're going to add a little whodunit just to get, I want a little chunk in there and see if we like it. And then if we don't, well, no harm. Right?
And it goes in the garbage pile, and we move on.
Okay, I liked it. So we're going to add a little whodunit to it, and then I think we're done. Yeah, so you got to be careful. You don't want to screw it up, and you don't want them to all blend together to make mud either. So little by little. Okay, let's see.
You have a question, Trace?
Huh?
Question right here.
Hold on, I just want to finish this.
Okay, you got it.
Because I see several questions. Okay, guys, so Jonathan, I hope you like it. I hope we nailed it.
That's going to be great.
Want me to show?
For Jonathan, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
got the approval.
Hold it. I'm going to go a little, I'm going to pull a little bit off there and fill it up. Okay, and then, hold on.
Yep.
I don't want to get glitter all over it. So, Jonathan, I hope you like the mix, and I'll mix this a little bit better, and then, oh, thank you.
And then where do we go?
Okay, let's finish this, and then, there's your mix. I like it a lot. And then, Jonathan, we wanted to do something a little special for you. You contributed so much to the community. You've given, not just yesterday, multiple times. You've given out so much to everyone, and we just wanted to show our appreciation. So, we have Habib's Salo shirt for you that he wore yesterday, the jersey, the one and only. And
You may
then-
want to wash it, but
Huh?
said that you may want to wash it.
Yeah. No. And then we have Young Nell's backpack for you. And this is rare because there's only like 25 of them in existence. We have a Young Nell's hat signed by, which makes it probably worth nothing to you now, by all three of us. We got the confettis for you, and we got some stamping plates, and some cards. So we just really Habib wanted to make sure that he wanted to show the appreciation for everything. Thank you so much for all you do for the community. And I hope you like your mix too. So I love the colors. So good job.
Just you can just put it in the backpack.
Just put it in the backpack?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then we do have a question. Hi, I work by hour. I get paid $23 per hour. I will not get paid more than that. Will it be better for me to start working on my own?
I mean, it kind of depends on how busy you are. Or if you're fully booked and you could bring in more than that, I would say it's time to move out on your own. Now, if you are just starting out, you don't have any clientele, that 23 an hour is a nice guarantee. It's nice to have that steady income, but kind of depends also on, have you signed a contract? Are you stuck at this place for
Bonus points. Sorry.
Are you stuck at this place for a certain amount of time? Do you have to put in a certain number of hours, a number of days? Are you there for a full year? I mean, yeah, when I started out, I started at an hourly wage. It definitely was not $23 an hour, but I started out at an hourly wage or commission. So whichever was better, that's what I made. But I was always guaranteed that hourly wage. So again, if you're just starting out, it's nice to have that guarantee. But if you're fully booked and you could be making more, I would definitely look at somewhere else that you can charge what you want and
Agreed.
make your income.
Agreed. You do get to that point, and if you have a full clientele, you got to think about this too. If you have a full clientele and you know that most of them are going to come to you, even if half of them come to you, you're going to be in a better spot. But you really, every family has to make the decision for themselves. But you have to look at it that way too. If you know that the majority of your clients, because usually your clients are going to you because they love you, are going to follow, you're automatically making more money. So even though you will have other expenses, so that all falls into play. Before I forget, guys, and you yell at me, the glitters I used for the coral was mandarin, golden orange, hibiscus, lava, and whodunit.
Can you move the there you go.
Okay, those are this is the coral. And then for the green, we used the color that I haven't given you guys yet, but you can use Incredible Green, and then Good Trade. And then for the other one, again, a color you guys don't have, but this is the same color as Funky Papa. Funky Papa is just a bigger cut, and I used Fame Orbit with that. So those are the colors, guys. So just so you know. Let's see. Was there one up, or is that where I start? I think we're good there. Karen, where did you get the hanger on the wall that is holding your glitters?
I know I've talked about this a million times, and I honestly don't remember exactly where I got it. I've had it for probably 10, 15 years, but probably I'm sure on Amazon you can find them. Michael's Craft Store, Joanne Fabrics, or Joann's now. I'm old, but yeah,
a
lot
lot
of
Joann's now. They changed it.
I think it's Joann's. Yeah.
Why? Why does the world have to change?
Can't just call it Joann's. It's Joanne Fabric. But yeah, I'm sure on Amazon. I think it's like a bead sorter or a jewelry sorter.
A charm tray. Look up charm tray.
Say that charm tray.
Charm tray.
Charm tray.
Yeah, it's actually made for jewelers and their stones.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tacked the little hanger on it. It didn't come with the hanger, but I just stapled that onto the back. So
cool. Let's see. Shells Nails. Question for Tracy without revealing any details about the mystery box. Don't worry, I won't. And not being a licensed nail tech myself, I'm ordering all three. But I want to tell my dad to get me one of the three without considering value as the only option, just product use alone. Which of the three do you recommend getting two of if I'm only do a few people and myself at a moment? I understand the value aspect of it, but what would be more useful as a hobby nail lover? So are you saying the two out of the three boxes, which two to get, I would recommend, even as a hobby, the large is your best value. And I know you're not saying value, but you're going to get a lot of stuff to do nails, right? It kind of your, see, I'm starting to give away things. Large.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
And then out of the two, that's a hard one. Out of the small and the medium, it depends what you do. I would probably say, I can't say because they're totally two different things. Yeah?
I would say get all three.
Yeah, get all three. Safe bet. Small. This is not even, I mean, it's 50-50 almost,
That
but
was random. That's totally random.
it depends what you do. That's the thing. It really would depend on what you do. We really try to pick stuff that everybody can use, but they are two different.
It's hard to say without giving it away. Don't give it away.
It's hard. I'm sorry. But that's all I got for you. I apologize.
You will love all three of them. You will love all three.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
If you get all three, again, see that's the hard part on our end, right? Karen is looking at these boxes and going, what is something that everybody will use,
Yep.
and isn't the same, and we only have so many categories, you know. So, and we'll give the customer value, and we can make a little bit of money, because the value is so good. But it is different items, so it just depends how you like to work. But I think and I try to really, and Karen does, and the whole team. It's alarm. I don't know why that alarm goes off at that time. Think about, like, even a person that doesn't do such and such, will they use this? Yes, I think everybody, whether it's acrylic, gel polish, or whatever, will use this box. So yeah, that's all I got for you.
Also had another question about if you buy multiple boxes, are they going to be the same items?
You know what? You know the answer, so I'm not saying.
No,
I'm just joking.
don't do it.
So we did have that question, and we always get that question, and every once in a while someone will buy two large mystery boxes, and then they call and they're like, they're the exact same. Yes, they are the exact same. If you buy two large mystery boxes, you're getting two boxes that are identical to each other, two of the same items. If you buy two medium, two of the same items. If you buy two smalls, two of the same items. Now, if you buy small, medium, and large, no, they do not overlap. You will not get the same products. But if you buy two of the same box, yes, it'll be the same.
That was also the question from Smurf Lady.
Ask Smurf Lady.
So will there be different items in each of the boxes, so no repeat items?
Correct. No repeat items. No, and that is challenging in itself, because again, when you have three boxes across the board and we only have so many categories, we really try to focus down. Let's not repeat the items, and yeah, so no repeats. Good morning. When using manicure fiber gel, is there a way to remove bubbles after curing? Good question. Let's move on. Let me get the glitter mix for the second glitter mix, and then we'll have Karen answer this.
Okay,
I'll make something up.
The next glitter mix is for J Queen.
Yes.
And they are, this is another image inspo plus some stuff. A lot of stuff. Okay, here we go. So here's the picture, the image.
Ooh,
They are
cool.
butterfly wings or fairy wings.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. And then what she's asking for is glitter fairy with type glitter wings. Mainly pastel green, purple, and icy clear. In a semi-sheer champagne, not a lot of opacity, so it gives off high sparkle. With a few pieces of dark purple and green to set it off the sheerness contrast of the other glitters. Not picky on types or sizes of what kind of glitters you use. Do like the chunk. Like for
Okay.
it to have.
Okay, that's a
definition
lot.
dimension.
Hold on. You're going to have to go back from the beginning. Yeah, it's a lot.
Shine and sparkle.
That's a lot. Let's. I got to start writing. Okay, so I got the inspo. That I'm good on.
We're looking at dark purples and greens, semi-opaque, everything.
Dark purples and greens.
Oh, sorry, semi-opaque. That's dark purple and green, semi-opaque.
Opaque.
And then everything else sheer, see-through.
Sheer. See through, and then, but there was a lot more to that than that.
Yeah, that was
The end?
Kind of the same. In a semi-sheer
Champagne?
Semi-sheer champagne. Not a lot of opacity to give off high sparkle.
Okay. We got it. Cool. The question is, good morning, Sapphire. When using manicure fiber gel, is there a way to remove bubbles after curing?
After curing is the challenge. Because once they're cured, you have that indent. When you file, it kind of opens and pops open that bubble. So you're gonna have that. You could, after, if you're doing filing and there's bubbles there, swipe it, cleanse it with the swipe, get the dust off, and maybe do another coat of your fiber gel over the top of it just to kind of fill in those bubbles. But the trick really is to avoid getting them in the first place. So when you're using a thicker gel, kind of like the fiber gel is, or any of our building gels, our synergy gels, those people tend to play with them a little bit more and they kind of bounce the brush over them. So when you're working with the fiber gel, make sure that you're just brushing smoothly. Otherwise, if you are trying to build up a little more structure, you can float your brush, but make sure that you're not doing kind of that bouncing technique over it, okay? Just float over it, do small kind of circular motions with your product just to kind of glide it into place rather than kind of pressing and bouncing. That pressing and bouncing is what's going to put those bubbles into the nail. So smooth it rather than bounce. And then, yeah, if you need to, just after you file or whatever, and it kind of breaks open those bubbles, just do another coat. Just do another coat of your fiber gel, or sometimes even like a top coat or your gel polish will kind of fill in those little bubbles, and you should be okay after that. But try to avoid them if you're kind of prone to getting them. Maybe before you cure it, take a really close look at the nail, and then just take like a dotting tool. Let me grab one really quick here. We'll just go like this. Just take a dotting tool. This is a brush, but use a dotting tool and just kind of tap into, if you see a bubble, just kind of poke down into it, and that'll help to release that bubble. So hopefully that'll help to avoid it, so that you don't have to worry about what happens after.
Cool. I have another question for you. From
Alright, good.
AJT Yomama. Question is, when using slick pour with resin and using gel top coat, do you use protein bond before ultimate finish top coat on top of the resin top coat? Or skip resin, sorry, there's more to it. Or skip resin to top coat, skip resin top coat, and after activate and file, activate again, then protein bond. Then ultimate finish. Or no activate, there's more to it. Or no activate after filing, protein bond, and then ultimate finish gel top coat. So pretty much is what's the process there if we're using ultimate finish top coat with resin.
Okay, so if you're using ultimate finish top coat, I'm going to make it super easy for you. Do your color, do your dip, all of that. Skip the top coat. You don't have to do the top coat if you're top coating with the ultimate finish. But after your application, go through, do your filing, shaping, everything. Make sure that you're using either a medium arbor band on the e-file or a 150 grit hand file to do your finishing and shaping. After that, dust the nail off and very sparingly use the swipe to clean it. You don't want to really flood that onto the dip product because swipe has a little bit of acetone to it and it can actually smooth out that surface a little bit. We want that textured surface of the file, so don't use too much of the swipe. So after you cleanse, coat a protein bond on the whole nail, and then you can go right into your ultimate finish. So you do not need to do the dip top coat. You don't need to do those steps. It's not necessary because you're just going to use the ultimate finish anyways. So hope that made sense.
Cool.
Good. Trace, got your colors?
I'm getting there. Let's see. Oh, I need jars. Hold on.
Any other questions?
Yeah, you got one for this one's for Tracy actually.
What we got?
It says, can you do one mystery box specifically geared towards gel users? I don't use acrylics, so it is a waste of my money when I get monomer and the speed and core acrylics. Slick pours are fine because I can still use them in gel. I prefer not to have to try it and sell the items I can't use. By Shadow Ruby 99.
No, it's I understand the question, and we get it a lot. But what you guys got to understand, to get you a value kit and to do one for gel and one specifically for acrylic, it's very, very difficult. And virtually impossible, because what happens is we will repeat items. And then people go, oh, but this is the same as last year. It's like, well, it's one of those situations we can't please everybody. So what we do is we try to, and typically the small and medium can be used by both. That's what I try to focus on. The large is very difficult to do. So what I try to do is, no matter whether you're gel or acrylic, a lot of the stuff can be used in combination with each other. If not, you're still way under, you paid way less than the value, even if you're just going to only use the stuff that you can use for gel, or only if you're going to use the stuff that can be used for acrylic. You know, and then one year we were like, okay, let's do a lot of art in the large mystery box, and then everybody wasn't happy with that. You know, so it's very hard to please everybody, and I totally understand where you're coming from, but this has been the best solution that we found. And again, the small medium typically can be used for both. The large, it just comes down to being more difficult to do, and without repeating or giving you guys the value that you need.
And I think that's kind of just the fun of a mystery box, though, is you don't know what you're going to get. And if we told you what you're going to get, it takes the fun of it away. So
it does. That's why I'm like, Greg, stay away from them. It's part of the mystery. That's why we call it a mystery box. It's supposed to be
Weird.
fun. But yeah, no, I get it. I totally get where you're coming from, though. And especially if you're, you know, if you're a more, you know, you're not in a salon, because, you know, if you're in a salon with other people, you could be like, hey, Karen, you're an acrylic user. You know, you get a large, I'll get a large. You give me all the gel stuff, I'll give you all the acrylic, and we both got the bang for a buck, you know. But yeah. Will we be getting raindrop for Black Friday? Yes, that is on the books. So yes. Are we ready?
Yes, we are ready. Here we go.
Do. Chef Tracy, chefing it out.
Very beautiful. Is this your Halloween costume? Is this what you're wearing for Halloween, or is this just a inspo? Very pretty, if you are. Okay, so we want dark purples, dark greens, but then we also want a pastel purples, pastel greens, semi-opaque, sheer through with the champagne tone iridescent. I got you.
all of the things.
All of the things. We're going to start with our, I might do a separation on this too, and then combine. So we're going to start with our pastel purple with our dark purples. And what I'm going to do here, and the reason I think I'm going to mix these separately is because she does want it opaque, or semi-opaque and translucent. So I wanted to mix them separately because this obviously is not going to be opaque, right? And, you know, we need stuff for the garbage pile. Anyway, I mean, this obviously is going to be opaque. You're not going to be able to see through this. So I'll mix the green, the purple separately, do my iridescent champagne, and then slowly combine it with this. And that way we keep it semi-see-through. All the things. But I'm going to get a little heavier on.
J. Queen said inspo was costume 3 years ago.
Oh, very pretty. Very cool. Okay, so this is going to give us our purple, and I could add more. I might add a little more of the pastels to the actual iridescent, but I like that. That's very pretty. So we're going to put that to the side. And get more jars, and then we'll go with our green. So we're going to go apple for our pastel, iridescent, and then let me see that inspo. Yeah, I think actually we need a little bit of the. Might need a little apple. I'm talking to. Oh, I did put apple in it. Do I want greenlit? I think I want. Yeah, I think I want possible income because see the sheen? That just kind of reminds me of fairy dust. I don't know. I think this will be pretty together.
Sometimes you do just got to talk yourself through it. clients, they're like, "What are you saying?" I'm like, "Just never mind. Just let
Talking
me
to
let me
myself. It's so true. Like, don't pay attention to me. As long as I don't argue with myself, we're fine. I like that,
No,
but we
you
argue.
can you can talk to yourself and you can answer yourself. You can argue with yourself. You just can't go, huh? Then there's no huh.
We are going to put a little greenlit. And greenlit is the same color as passive income, just bigger, just bigger. So it still has that tone, but I want a little more chunkiness. Let's see. We have a question. Is the fiber gel similar to builder gel? Only fiber gel has the fibers. Good question.
That is a good question. So fiber gel is different from our synergy gels in that fiber gel is a soft gel. So it is a soakable gel. It's more flexible than our synergy gels. You can build slightly with it. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't recommend trying to build a long extension, but you can build onto like a short active length net or a active length tip, or you can kind of build it out onto a form, but again, not a long extension. So it can kind of be used for that. I would say I stick mostly with just over natural nails with it, just because it works excellent on a natural nail to give you structure, durability. I use it on a couple of clients who I've never been able to keep anything on without them chipping. They've got such thin, they're my older clients. And so they've got kind of those, I call them tissue papery kind of nails, and fiber gel has worked miracles on them. So I tend to stick with it more on just a natural nail rather than trying to build with it. But you can build shorter nails with it, I would say. But yeah, as for like texture, consistency of it, I would say it's closer to, I guess I would say it's closer to a thick build. So if you're using our build or build pink, it's closer to that consistency, but it does still have the fibers to it. So.
Good answer. I like it. Let's see.
What else we got?
Make sure. Let's check YouTube. Okay. Tracy and Karen, what product do you have on your nails, and are they your natural length or extensions? For me, these are my natural length, my natural nails, and then this is gel, and then this is just gel polish. So it just depends which ones you're talking about. And then this one's can't tell you material that is really, really grown out. This is probably 4 weeks old. So when I test, I really let them go just to see what is going to happen, if they're going to break down. Things stick to me really well, so I tend to kind of go overboard when I'm testing, because just because it sticks on me doesn't mean it's going to stick on other people. If it doesn't stick on me, we definitely can't do it, because everything sticks on me. So this is just like one of my favorite colors. Can we just talk about that? Like the salty sweet. I just need to bathe in it like that. Oh, love it. Okay, so
That
now
would be our next ad. Tracy in a big bathtub. So that's our next ad. Tracy in a bathtub with glitter, just instead of bubble bath, it's glitter bath.
I'm pretty much glitter all on the inside by now, I think so. I think we're good. Okay, so let's see.
Bonus points.
Bonus points. I don't have any yet. Are we was ready to make hobby, but they took that down. Keep going. Let's see. Oh, what's the best way to use full cover tips and only have the nails stick for just a couple days? Fiber gel holds them on my nails for over 3 weeks. Good to know. That's awesome. And even longer if I feel it. Good problem to have, but I don't know what to use for short term. Great question. I'm going to start mixing. Whoa.
Okay. So if for very short term, like if it's 1 day, I would say use the little sticky tabs. Those are going to keep them on. And you can, like, if they do kind of pop off, you can just stick them back on. So if you just have an event for 1 day or something like that, I'd go sticky tabs. Now, if it's for like a weekend, if you're going out of town for a weekend, something like that, I would say use the glue and just glue them on, because that'll hold them a little bit longer, but it's also going to kind of break down a little bit faster, especially faster than the fiber gel. So glue will hold them on for a few days, kind of depending on what you're doing too. So you gotta be a little bit careful with them. But the glue will hold them on for a little bit longer. So for a weekend, I'd go with the glue.
Good. Beetlejuice. Almost a little Beetlejuice. But see, this is why I had to mix them all separately, because it overtook the iridescent one really, really quick, right? So now I just have one with straight wedding rumors, and now I can combine. The purple is gonna overtake, because you're gonna see it. It sticks out more than any of the other colors. So the trick is doing the blender that's going to work with everything, which I'm going to use Funkadelic for that. Because Funkadelic has a purple tone, and then we're going to add also a little of actual purple glitter and a little more shock. And then we might end up adding more green, but I want to get the purples right, and then we'll go from there. Get it right.
All the steps.
All the steps. The glue holds on for 2 weeks for me, and fiber gel for 3.5. That's awesome. I never use the sticky tabs. How do you remove nails if you use that?
Oh, they're super easy. It's kind of like a double-sided tape almost. So you stick it down to the nail, and then it's got like a plastic it's a peel off kind of thing. So you peel that off, glue, and stick down your full coverage tip on it. And then, like I said, it's just like a kind of a sticker. So you can just peel off the full coverage tip, and then just kind of pull off the sticky tab. It's not anything that's going to damage your nail. That's what we use for a lot of the fashion shows and stuff. So it's kind of just going to hold it on for that day for a few hours, and you can just pop it right off really quick and easy. Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're getting. Okay, we're getting there. Look at it.
Liking that.
I like it. I think, hold on. Let me think about this one, because we want to keep our iridescence.
Talk it out.
Talk it out. I just really like the wedding rumors, so we're going to go a little more heavy on that. Let's see. Tracy, how many new glitters coming for Black Friday? Exceptional question. Because I don't know.
I don't have any more room.
I think it's over 40.
Tracy.
I could
Okay.
hold. Okay, let's.
So apparently
Did you hear
telling me
remote?
I need
I'm gonna add a little
to
more
gut-
green.
to gut my whole salon, take everything off the shelves, and make room for 40 more glitters. Great. Okay. Sorry.
I think I just ordered, and they kept coming in sections, and it was buy or block out, and Habib said buy what you want, and I did, and then I don't remember what I bought, and yeah, so I think 40. But raindrops is in it. It's good. I might separate them out. Okay, yeah. Love. Let's take a look. We got our green tone finally popping through. We got our bright purple in there. We got a little, I know you can't see it, but I'll show you on my palm. You got your pastel purple iridescent. So this is gonna be semi-opaque. And then I got one thing I want to try. Let's try it. I want to see if I want to add some big purple chunks to it. To get that dark purple that I'm sorry, green. And see if we like it. Will raindrops be called raindrops, or will we rename? You know what? Typically I just call things, and I'm not the one that named them, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we just keep raindrops? We all know it by raindrops. But they're small and big raindrops. So we might have to name one something different. But I don't know. It just works.
Rain sprinkles and one rain showers. Who knows?
Who knows? Something. Let's see. I like these. Let's try this.
Any other? Anything else going?
Let's see. I know you can't do waterfall anymore. What is the closest to it? Ay, ay, ay. You know what? Let's try to mix a waterfall. I think I have an idea. I don't have any waterfall to compare it to, but we'll try to. Let's play Chemist Barbie, as we like to call it.
Just real quick, Raindrops is not on the website yet, right? That's a new one we're releasing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, I like the green in it.
I do too. Yeah.
So let's just put that in there. But this is why I like to do it separately, because if I didn't like it and I just messed up my whole mix, I'd have to convince you that I liked it and that you like it too, when we all both know that we didn't like it. And that's a hard one to do, but oh yeah. Okay, so let's get our inspo.
Beautiful.
I like
Yeah, I
it.
think just that little bit extra, the green chunkies, I think that just brought it all together.
Yeah, it's an interesting combo to keep it opaque, sheer, bring in pastels, keep it sheer, get an iridescent fairy look, and also put in some bright colors. So bright colors, to make them stand out, I'm gonna have to go chunky, but then that makes it harder to blend. So all that. I hope you like it though. I think it would be very pretty with your outfit. And what I like about stuff like this too, if you guys notice, if I was to use this, if I was gonna just want the fine stuff, I can literally, when I picked it up with the makeup brush, it pretty much is gonna just pick up the finer stuff. And we're waiting on oh. So, I mean, you can make it where if you want to just use the fine stuff, you can. And that's what is fun about these kind of mixes. You could put it on your table and just pick up what you want with your brush and pick and choose. So, coolio. I want to know, can you go back up, Ramon? I want to know if it's necessary to push back the cuticles on the side walls or just at the cuticles.
Yes. If you have protein growth along the side walls, you definitely want to clean that up. Now I know most of the time we just kind of work up around here, but I always come up just a little bit on those sides to make sure everything is loosened up, because any skin that you have in the nail, that could potentially lead to lifting. So make sure that you do clean that up. There's generally not as much work to do on the sides as you do have around the rounded part of the cuticle, but still make sure that you clean it up and come through there. If you're using the diamond bit to do your prep, that works really well for getting up along those side walls as well. So give that a try if you feel like you're having lifting issues on the side because of that. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Why did no one tell me glitter chemist was a career option when I was a kid? Happy to study daily. I didn't know myself. This has been a surprise to me. So
that's the joy of life, is you never know what you want to do until you do it, and it's like, oh yeah, I kind of like this. This is kind of fun.
What day next month does the Black Friday sale begin? So we hadn't told anyone until yesterday. It looks like, and you cannot hold us to this because we tend to change things all the time, November 20th, usually 6 p.m. Cali time, PST. So so far that's what we have earmarked for it. And though Habib was trying to up it on me, and I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, bro,
What does he want to do it all month or something? How soon does he want Black Friday?
Now. Bonus points. He wants it right now. He wants everything right now.
Well, he's excited. He's like a little kid on Christmas morning. He's just excited, and he just wants to play with the toys. Yep.
Yes, he does. Can you go up, Ramonski? Let's see. I'm so excited. My son is buying me the large mystery box, so I get to buy the medium one, and he's such a good son. Aw, that is a good son. That's awesome. I love that. Raised him well, yes. Tracy, will you be having the large jars out for Black Friday? That is the plan. They have not came in yet. However, I have been notified that they have gotten here but not gotten here, if that makes sense. So it has to clear, has to do all these things. Shouldn't be a problem. So yes, that is the plan. Should we do the next mix?
Yes, the next mix is for Emma Rose,
Mm-hmm.
and they're requesting. Give me 1 second, sorry. Here we go. They are requesting. My inspo is gold, champagne, and sparkle. That's it.
I don't know about the sparkle. I don't know if we can handle that. That's gonna be a tough one.
Okay, I
Gold
like it.
cham- That's gonna gold champagne and sparkle. I think that's a great one for any of the holidays. It's like Christmas, New Year's. It's kind of a one and done. So that's
Yeah.
I'm excited for this mix.
Oh, this is a good question. Kiki Parker, how much would you charge for mortuary services?
Ooh, that is a good question. I've never done them. Um, I'm going to be honest. If it depends, it all
Takes a special person to do it.
it does. And I first of all would check on, if this is something that you're wanting to do as a career versus just like a one time if one of your clients passed away or something like that. I would first of all check on like licensing and, if do you have to have any kind of license or specific requirements to be able to do something like that. So first check on that. I mean, price wise, it kind of depends on what you're doing. I mean, like for me, if it were one of my clients who passed away, I'm going to be honest, I would probably do it for free because to me that was a client of mine, that was somebody who was important in my life, and now I'm going to cry, but but no, I would kind of think about your time, how much time it's going to take, and kind of consider just your regular hourly wage that you would normally bring in, and kind of go that route. Again, it's kind of like a traveling situation too. You do have to spend time coming and going, so you do have to kind of keep those things in consideration. Um, but yeah, it's hard because it's not, you're probably not going to be doing a full set. I don't know that I would put a full set on somebody who's passed away. I would maybe do like, if they normally had long nails or would want long nails, maybe do a set of press-ons or something for them. um,
Which
but
is
yeah,
cool
Tracy.
because you can like pre-do them and then pop them on them, which is nice. Um, I actually was asked about doing this when I was in salon, which for me it didn't bother me. I could tell jokes because this is how I handle death, but I won't. I'll keep it because not everybody has the same dark sense of humor I do. I would probably personally at least charge what I normally charge an additional $100 for going and traveling. That would be me. And I do like the fact that back then we couldn't pre-do the nails. So everything would have had to been done there. Now it's very nice that you can just pre-do them. But yeah, it would be an additional $100 service because it does take a lot of time. I think people forget how much time it takes to actually go do. You're going to be communicating with people that are very distraught, and that can be difficult also to deal with, and communicate what do they like, what do you want, what's your vision for it, things like that. So there's going to be work outside of what you would normally do. So that's my suggestion. Everybody has to decide for themselves. Yeah, that's a great question.
That is a great question. That's not something that I've thought a lot about. Like I have a few older clients, and every now and then I'm like, would I feel comfortable going and doing that? And I think, I would, but yeah, you don't really
You
think
never know
about
until you're presented with it, and you think maybe you'll be fine, and who knows? Maybe I wouldn't have been fine once I got in there. I don't know. But yeah, interesting. I want to shout out at Tilo Sun 5 for sending me a brand new YN forms for free from Maryland to Florida. She's so sweet. This is a great community. That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
We do have a good community. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Honestly, I'm trying. Sorry, at the beginning. I'm ready, by the way. So,
Okay.
one more. But I am ready, Ramonski, if you want to.
Yep. Here we go. Playing now.
Do do do, a do do do. Chef Tracy, chefing it out.
I'm saying I'm ready, but I don't have anything ready. What's the jars look? What the large jars
The
look
large
like?
mixing
This is
jars.
what they are.
It's the same 1 ounce glitter.
Yes, it's just what we're using for mixing. These. So that's what they're talking about. Tracy and Karen, what is the top 3 of 4 bits you recommend for acrylic removal and prep?
For bits?
Yeah.
Bits? So, okay. My favorites are, I guess I'll go from prep. So for prep, I like the medium arbor band and the diamond square cuticle bit. Those are my all-time favorites. I love them. And then as for taking down bulk, either the safety bit course or the X-Cut carbide. Just kind of depending on your comfort level. If you're a newbie, if you're just starting out with the electric file, I would say maybe start with the safety bit because it's got that rounded top, so it's going to be less likely to cut or damage cuticle. Again, less likely to cut in and give you rings of fire. So it works great. They're both basically the same bit. It's just that the X-Cut has the flat top and the safety bit has the curve. So whichever you're more comfortable with. If you're doing cutting in smile lines, definitely the X-Cut. That's going to work great for that. Those are my favorites. Trace, do you have any other favorites?
Oh, I totally zoned out. So, X-Cut, core safety bit for prep, sanding band, and the round or square cuticle bit. Love the diamond bit. I went over 4. Sorry.
That's
There's
okay.
so many bits. If I had to pick 4, let's see. Sandy band and mandrel, of course, you need that. And then a nice tight bit, probably the round or square cuticle bit. I love the diamond bit too, though, but I'd probably pick one of those just in case someone had really bad cuticles. And then X-Cut for sure, and the course safety bit for sure.
Yeah. I think those are kind of our standard bits. I think that's what most people use. Now I know if you're trying to take down major bulk, the is it tornado? The tornado bit.
Yeah.
I was just recently watching one of our older videos when it first came out, and Greg was calling it the torpedo bit. So now in my head, I'm like, is it tornado or torpedo?
There was this whole conversation about it because he had me confused for a while. I'm like,
Same difference. Same difference.
I'm gonna make it a little more champagne tone, but I like it. I like it. And how do we make it champagne? We're gonna go heavy on the salty sweet, of course.
When in doubt, add salty sweet.
And then something that's gonna make it. Let's see what this gives us, and then I'll decide from there. Oh no, I think I leave it alone. I like it. We're gonna go a little more heavy on the salty sweet, bring it down just another notch, and I think I'm gonna add a little more artist table just to get the pop of holographic, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, again, those champagnes, those silvers and golds, those are so good for the holidays.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong, and I like it because I think you were even saying it goes from one to the other,
Yeah,
don't have
so
to-
yeah, clients don't want to change out their design. If you're doing dimension nails, it's a great color to get you all the way through the holidays, get you all through Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, everything in between. I'm sorry, I don't know what the other holidays are.
I hope you like it. So in that we have artist table, 10x $, chess tournament, 6-figure fox, TV dinner, and salty sweet.
We'll move it up a little bit, Trace.
Yup.
You can just move the camera.
I don't know. It was
No?
fine.
Good.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it's cool. Let's see. We have 40 and doing my own final arrangement details and a special account to pay for it. I want my family to be able to grieve without having to deal with that. That's really sweet and very wise, and I probably should think about that. But It is my opportunity to torture my son one last time. So I'm torn. I'm very torn about that.
Oh, Tracy, you're terrible. You're terrible.
I'm wanting to learn the acrylic. Which kit would you recommend, the core or the ultimate?
I mean, it depends on what you want to do. The core, it's a great kit for if you want to work a little bit slower. So if you're just starting out and you're not quite sure of your application and you need something that's not going to set up so fast, the core is going to do well for you. Now, if you've been kind of practicing a little bit and you feel a little bit more comfortable with your application, the ultimate kit is great because it's got a variety of different powders. It's got, I'm trying to think what's all in there now. I know we've got some of the slick pour, so you have a couple of glitter.
Kitty, Blitz, and Flash and Burn.
Yes. So some sparkly ones, so you can use those. We've got, I believe we've got the cover colors, at least the cover pink. I'm drawing a blank now.
Speed Clear, cover pink.
Do we have a core in there at all? I can't
What is it?
remember. Do we have a core color in there at all? I don't remember.
I don't think so. Now I'm drawing a blank.
Okay.
Hold it. Let me, hold on.
So the ultimate is a really good option if you're looking for a little bit more variety, if you're starting to get into some of the more creative kind of stuff, more glitters and that kind of thing. It's a great kit, but even as a beginner, I think you'll do fine with the ultimate.
Speed Clear, Speed White, Cover Pink, Cover Blush, Kitty Blitz, Flash and Burn. Those are the powders.
Yeah, so some speed colors, some of the cover colors. The cover colors tend to be a little bit slower than the speed, not quite as slow as the core, but kind of a little more of a medium set. Yep. So yeah, I think do fine with either one. Just depends.
Cool. Okay.
Yes.
Speed Clear. I love the ultimate. Yeah, I usually recommend the ultimate. So it kind of has all of our favorites. So it's nice. Bonus points.
And really the only difference in the kits is the powders. So everything else, all of the other products, the prep products, the liquid, everything else is exactly the same. So
Yep.
just
So
your color.
Just got to decide which powders you think you want to work with. The ultimate, I don't know. I just think people do better working with Speed White, even as a beginner. And I think people, it's just so, and especially going into winter, Speed Clear versus Core Clear, because it gets colder, it sets slower. So I use Speed. So just preference though. Let's see. For OWC, how would we go about seeing others are interested in sharing rooms? Contact Ray at youngnails.com. Contact him because as far as I know, and Karen probably correct me, since she is Director of Education, I believe he sets up a group chat for each OWC, which is kind of nice. And then people can kind of get to know each other. People will make arrangements like that. So talk to him and find out if that is right? He does that?
Yes.
Yep, he does that. Yep. And it's a great option because a lot of times people are like, I can't really, I can afford the class, but the hotel, that's going to be another however much. And I can't afford. But yeah, if you can find somebody to share a room with, absolutely.
Yeah, and it always happens at OWC is that after the first or second day, people will literally start canceling their hotels so they can room with each other because now they know each other, so they're more comfortable. But yeah, that's awesome.
And yeah, a lot of times that happens because as people are in the class, it's like there's only 20 people in that class, so you do get pretty close with the people around you. So I've seen it a lot. They save a lot of money by rooming together. Great option.
The hotel, like you said, it's not just the fee for the class. It's time off work. It's the travel expenses. It's all that stuff. And hotel, it adds up very quickly.
Anywhere you can save money, do it.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, hey, stay. A tip for busy holiday season. This is great because we are getting in the thick of it. Example. Holiday season meal prep and freeze them. Example, I use freezer bags when I combine roasted chicken, brown rice, veggies, avocado, oil. Okay, I'm getting hungry. Toss a few of those in the freezer. Grab one in the morning for my day in the salon. It is thawed by lunchtime. If I keep it in my lunch bag, boom, save money and time, plus you actually get to eat during the day. That's awesome.
That's cute. Yeah.
So what I do is there's this app called DoorDash. And it's crazy. They meal prep for you. It's insane. No, I think that's a great
They're
idea.
trying to save money, Tracy.
Dude,
Trying to save.
I really need to start. I don't like cooking. It's not my thing. And it's not even the cooking for me. I just messed up my kitchen. So it's not the food necessarily. And plus, I really was never taught cooking. My mom, we went out to eat. That's what we did. And, my dad was always gone, doing his job. And me and my mom ate out. And so I only learned basic things like spaghetti and corn and Dorito Surprise and tacos and things like that, which are all delicious, and chili, and I can cook.
If you have to, you can.
I don't enjoy it. I just don't. And then I was traumatized when we first got married, because I wanted to make have some people over. We're newly married. I'm young. I think at this point I was like 21, and I had people over and they showed up 3 hours late. Do you know what enchiladas taste like 3 hours late? And they didn't call, nothing. And 3 hours late. And I was like, never will cook for people again. No, never. And I haven't. And I haven't. So does Stan cook? He cooks for himself. He'll cook for me too. He'll ask me, but I don't like his food. So it's good food. It's not that it's bad food. I have a very... I'm a creature of habits. So, like, for instance, I will go through this phase of all I eat is Marie Callender's pot pies from the freezer. And I will go months doing that until I absolutely cannot do it anymore. And then I will do that with DoorDash, too. I'll find, like, right now it's a chicken Caesar salad from Outback. And I'll keep eating that until I am sick of it. And that I don't... Does anyone else do that? Am I weird? I think I'm weird.
I mean, it depends on what restaurant I go to, because like I have my favorites at whatever restaurant I go to. So if I go to a new restaurant, you better give me like 20 minutes to look over the whole entire menu, because I need to figure out what I want.
You need to process.
I do, because when I'm at somewhere, I know if I'm going to like it. If I go somewhere new, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. I'm just going to take a chance. And a lot of times I don't end up liking it. So
well, and that's another thing. I see people are saying, can you go up? That they do the same thing. Okay, so I'm not weird. Or you're weird too. Tracy, I do the same. Jay loves nails. And Angie, I do that too. Yeah, see? I do, Nails by Bunny. Tracy, are you my sister from another mother? I eat the same thing like that as well. Okay, so I know you're joking, but there could be a possibility. I don't know if you've heard my story on that, but there's a good possibility that could happen. So they've been coming. DNA testing, ancestry has not been my father's best friend from his younger years. There's 3 of us. Well, there's more than that, but there's 3 of us girls that are February, March, May, 1973. He didn't know about it.
That was a good year.
But he was not told about him. I know it sounds weird, but it's a whole thing. It's not his. He was being a 20-year-old. But my mom and him got married after 3 days, and she got pregnant with me in a month, within the month. So yeah, I'm very close to the ages of my new sisters. Anyway, so you never know. We should probably do a DNA test just to check. But I do the same thing with restaurants. So, I'll want to try a new restaurant, but what if I don't like it? So I get very in these habits. And how I find new restaurants is because of Melissa. Melissa will make me go to new restaurants, which I'm perfectly fine with. And then I'll go, oh, I like this restaurant, and I put it in my
your rotation.
My rotation. But I won't just go, hey, Stan, let's go try this new restaurant. That ain't happening. It's not happening.
Because what happens if you go and you don't like the food? Then you just wasted the night. You wasted your money on food that you didn't want to eat in the first place.
Or service. That's a big thing too. And it takes. I am an easygoing customer. You guys are probably thinking, yeah, right. But if the service is really, really bad and it ruins your meal experience, I hate that too. So I get very I know these restaurants and they're great and I'm sorry, I'm weird.
You know, you gotta take care of you. But see, I don't know how you eat the same thing like day after day, like 3 meals, because I love leftovers. I will totally do leftovers any day of the week, but I'll have it for dinner, I'll have it for lunch, and then I'll have it for dinner the next night. If it's left over after that, I'm not eating it. I can't eat the same thing that more than 3 times in a row.
There is only 2 things that I will eat leftover: spaghetti and chili. That's it.
Not even pizza.
Oh, pizza, yes, yeah, but that's
Okay,
rare.
pizza.
You don't get leftovers in pizza. Who has leftovers with pizza?
Depends on how much you get. Oh,
Uh,
geez.
seriously, I can't
No.
stand wasting money on mediocre food. It takes a lot for me to say that. Back up. Come on. A lot for me to say that because I'm a cook. Yeah, and that probably really drives you crazy. And I'm not the type. I hope my mom's not on here. Like I'm looking, like she's on here. My mom. She's the sweetest person you will ever meet, but she will go to a restaurant and order something new that she has no idea if she's going to like and then complain that she didn't like it. I am not that person. I ordered the food. I didn't like it. I'm not going to have you take it back. It's not, unless there was something wrong with it. But, I
Find a hair.
ordered it. It's like ordering a drink, right? If I order a drink and I decide I don't like the drink, that's not their fault.
They made the drink how they make the drink. Just
Yeah.
because you didn't like it. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
with you on.
Yeah. Leftover pizza in the air fryer is the only way. Have you tried that, Ramon?
Yes.
What
It's crispy again. It's like, yeah, it's back. The air fryer is life.
Do you know what Missy and Missy? Oh, I called my dog.
Yeah,
That's an old
that's
name.
an
That
old
was my
dog, yeah.
old dog. Raven does. So the last time we ordered pizza, we went up. We were just walk. We ate, but we always end up finishing off. But I left it on the table, closed up on our dining room table. She got up there, knocked it down for her and Baxter, and they ate pizza with jalapenos on it, and that didn't end well for any of us. But
It was a couple of
Yeah.
days after that, I'm sure.
I went downstairs. I'm like, "Where's the pizza?"
It's on the floor.
No, they dragged it outside. They were hiding
They were
evidence.
smart.
Oh yes, very smart. Those dogs are not dumb. So funny.
We do have one more glitter, by the way.
Oh, okay. Let's do the glitter, and then I'm gonna ask this question.
Okay, so the next glitter is for Nunya XOXO.
Yep.
Or Nunya
Nunya?
XOXO,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
And here's the image inspiration.
Ooh.
And I do have some more for you.
Okay, hold on. Let me grab the inspo. There we go. Okay, and what do we got?
And the more that we got is, please add Pinky, Shock, Purple Dawn, Sakura Storm, Ozone, and Funkadelic. And whatever else you think will go with it.
What was
No.
the one between Sakura Storm and Funkadelic?
Ozone.
Ozone.
No chunks. And possibly pie hole? Question mark?
Okay, I wrote pie hole? Question mark?
And no chunks.
No chunks. I already got the no chunks.
Did I say no chunks?
You said no chunks.
No chunks.
Now I really want to do chunks. That's all.
Wait. No chunks.
They want
No
chunks.
Got
They
it.
want chunks.
Okay. Coolio. Okay, so the question is, does conversion base cure sticky, and what about conversion top coat?
Yes. So conversion base and top are similar to manicure in that they are a soft gel. They do both cure with a sticky layer. So if you're using lots of different possibilities here. So if you're using conversion with your Young Nails polishes, you want to cure your base coat, wipe the sticky off, polish on your polish, let that dry, and then do another coat of either the base coat or the top coat, just depending on how many coats you're going to put on. But yeah, you have to make sure that you remove that sticky surface before you put your polish on. Otherwise, the polish isn't going to set up right, and it's going to kind of smudge on that tacky surface. Now, if you're using the conversion base coat and top coat with your gel polishes, that you can just leave the tacky surface on because you want to have that tacky surface when you put your gel polish on top of that. So leave the tacky surface do your gel polish, and then you can just top coat. When you're wiping the tacky surface off from your conversion top, I recommend using the Manicure Cleanse. There's no acetone to it, so it's going to give you a nice clean, that dry, shiny surface. Whereas if you can use swipe, but use it very sparingly. If you use too much, you can start to dull down that surface a little bit. But I know sometimes in a pinch, I'll use the swipe and it works just fine. Just make sure that you're using it sparingly. So long roundabout answer, yes, conversion base coat and top coat both do have a tacky surface to them. So just depends on how you're using them, whether you wipe it off or not. So. Anything else while Tracy's pondering life? She's got a lot going on there. Ramon?
Sorry, I'm looking.
Any other?
Looking for you. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. Weird. No. Those no.
Oh, was it? Wait, hold on a second. Laura Lou 64. Was that you asking about the conversion? You're using it with Slick Pour? Is that right? Did I see that right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're using conversion with Slick Pour, so you're gonna do your conversion base coat, cure that. I like to do a second coat just so I have that initial coat of the conversion base as kind of a protective layer. So do your first coat, cure that, do your second coat, sprinkle the powders, the dip powders into your uncured layer. So sprinkle those and then cure them. Then take it out of the light, dust it off, do another coat of your conversion base. And if you need to add a second coat of your color, sprinkle that into the uncured base coat again, cure that, take it out, dust it off, conversion top coat, cure it, conversion top coat, cure it, and then wipe the tacky surface. I know that's a lot of steps, but so basically pour your powder into the uncured layer and then leave the tacky run through, and the last coat of top coat, that's when you're going to wipe the top coat off. Hopefully that didn't confuse you too much.
Cool. For another one. Shell's nails. Can Tracy do a demo on extended nails with Slick Pour and caption with forms?
What was that? A
So that's
demo?
a demo. Yeah, so it's a demo with extended nails with Slick Pour and caption with forms. So it'd probably be like extend the nails and then do
Caption conversion?
caption conversion with some sort of dip, one of the Slick Pour colors.
It would just be over a tip. And I don't have it, so, but I'll
Or is
address
it saying, Shells, now are you saying extend it with Slick Pour? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, or with conversion.
We're gonna get that verification. What is your favorite way to use Slick Pour?
Depends on what I'm doing that day. I mean, there's so many ways you can use Slick Pour. You know, the dip, you can use it with conversion. I tend to use it more with my acrylic, with my monomer, because I tend to use more acrylic during my days. You can mix it into your Synergy hard gel. It just really depends on, what techniques you use, what products you use most. But yeah, it's such a great versatile product that you can use it with whatever you like to use on a daily basis. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So Shells Nails is asking, how do we keep the powder from staining our brushes on conversion when using Slick Pour? That's a different question.
Wait.
So how do we keep the powder from staining our brushes with conversion using Slick Pour?
So the remnants are coming off on the brush. So I wipe it off before I put it back in.
Yeah.
And you can also use a tile with a little gel on it and run it through that and wipe it off. So it's going to happen, but you can just clean it before you stick it back in.
Yeah, I just put one of our little lint-free wipes. I put either a little bit of the polish remover or swipe on it, and that way I have kind of a little bit of something to clean that out. So just, like Tracy said, just wipe it before you put it back into the bottle. It'll be fine.
We ready?
Yes, we're ready. Let's go. Here we go.
Do do do, a do do do. Chef Tracy, Tracy chefing it out.
So I did find pie hole. This is a discontinued color. I had to look it up to find out which color it was on my shelf because I just have it numbered, not named. Okay, dokie. So we got Funkadelic.
So, here we go. So Shell's Nails was asking, this is the clarification. I meant with conversion. So demo extending nail with gel and building with conversion and slick pour.
I meant
That's what
with
she means.
conversion. So demo extending a nail with gel, building with conversion and slip pour is what I meant. I wouldn't do that. If I was going to try to use conversion and slick pour, I would have to build the nail out in some form, whether it's acrylic and gel or a tip, and then put that over the top. And it would be just the same process you would use there. Does that make sense? And I'd probably...
The challenge with that is if you do both, it tends to get overly thick.
Right.
So
I would probably, let me think about this. I think if I was challenged to do that, I would probably extend my nail gel very thinly or acrylic, either one. And then I would do the conversion base and slick pour to get the color. And then I would encapsulate it on top of that to get my strength. So basically you're just using it as color. I wouldn't use it as strength. Thoughts?
So along that, I would say, not sure what I would say actually. The challenge with putting like a solid color into the nail and capping it with clear is that when you want to change that out, you have to take that whole entire nail off to change out that one color.
Yep.
So I would probably,
You
I would
could
actually
also-
try to find a gel polish. You know, if honestly, if you're trying to change out a color, if you're trying to do just a solid color on a whole nail, I would try, going with a gel polish, or, just maybe mixing that into like the top layer of your gel or your acrylic. And it's
You could
tough, though.
also do this if you're like dead set because that's the color you want. You could build your strength in whatever you want, acrylic, gel, whatever. You're going to keep it thinner than you typically would build that gel. Shape, file, it's going to be thinner. And then you're going to get your extra little strength by doing the conversion with slick pour on top. That's going to add bulk, like you said, and strength. Then you can lightly file, shape it, and top coat it. You would have to find that middle ground though. But to just build it completely out, if I was like, okay, I'm going to build a whole nail out with conversion and slick pour, I would probably pop a tip on or a very thin layer of acrylic sculpt and then go from there and try to build my strength with that. But I think Karen's right. Just try to find a gel polish.
In the long run.
Yeah.
And doing kind of both of those processes, it's going to be basically double the time that it's going to take you to do that service. Whereas if you are able to find a gel polish, it's going to be much faster.
So with this mix, which I probably should have mentioned prior to this. So when you're going to mix blues, pinks, and purples together, guess what color you're going to get?
Blues, pinks, and
You're going to get purple, mostly. Because pink comes from reds. Blue and red makes purple. So we're adding pink, purple, blue, and Funkadelic. We're going to get mostly a purple tone, but a very pretty one. And then I did add some of the pie hole in it just to give it a little flavor, a little pop. But this will be a really, really pretty. I'm waiting on Ramon.
Sorry.
But this would be a very pretty glitter press. I'm gonna add.
that'd be a great color for Easter.
Yeah,
Save that for Easter.
yeah, very pretty. I think over black too, like
Ooh,
jazz it
yeah.
up for great oil slick look. I think I'm gonna add a little more of the shock as a blender for the two, and then we're good. Yeah, So, but yeah, when you add, you got to remember, especially when it's micro glitters, very small glitters, they blend versus seeing the separation. Do not just what I, do whatever. Okay, I can, if you want to change it up a little bit, we can do that too. If you want to, if you're like, do whatever you think. I think it's very beautiful, but you are going to get more of a purple. So do you like it the way it is, or do you want me to do some things to it? I do think it's a very pretty color. You let me know.
Do some things. Do some things to it, Tracy. Do some things.
Let me know which one you like. I don't. Whatever she likes. No, just add whatever you want. Okay, we'll do some adding. Okay, so I'll be back. Let's see if we have a question. Would you use larger glitter to get it to separate? Yeah. So basically, when you use larger glitters, we had this situation yesterday with the original Hello Kitty. I had to use bigger blues, reds, and yellows, because if I did that all in micro, they're just going to combine, especially the blue and the red, for a purple, which I kind of showed you guys on screen. Micro is going to blend very well together. To get them to show separately in definition, we go larger, right? I do think, I don't want to go too big, because I said she said no chunks, but I think this is still small. The smaller raindrop in this, I think, would be very pretty. Let's check it out and give it a little separation. So again, adding something just a little larger to give it separation. Let's see if we like it. Oh yeah. See how that just makes it like glow? Waiting on romance.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see how we get that little separation, and it makes it pop. I'd probably add a little bit more. So I think this is what I would like to do with it, and I like it as is. Like, this would be a beautiful color to have on your shelf. And again, guys, use your liquid arts to change them up. Like, using a purple liquid art with this would just intensify it. Blue would bring out a different tone. Red would different tone. Like, there's so many different things that you can do with this. But I like that. I think we're gonna give you raindrop.
I always love
I'm putting
pulling
it in the wrong
liquid-
jar. I'm an idiot.
I love using the liquid art, like you said, Tracy. It's one of those things that I kind of forget about sometimes, but it's the easiest way to just add dimension, add depth to your nails, and change them up without, having to have so many different products. With the red, yellow, and blue, it's like you can mix and you can make whatever colors you want. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more pinky, she says. You got it. Hilariously inappropriate. Okay, did I miss something? I want to know what's inappropriate.
Somebody spell it. Wait, hold on.
Let's blend that a little bit better. Yeah, we're getting more of a pink tone.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
I'm mixing it a little bit better, so hold on. Please hold.
I like how it's so
What the
transparent.
inappropriate?
You like that? It's like a nude color.
Wow.
Yeah, that's very pretty.
That's
I'm gonna
pretty.
add a little more raindrop to it, really make it pop, and then I think we're good. Let's see. Habib's texting.
Doesn't he know we're alive? Call him. Call him, see what's he's up.
What are you doing? What is that? Let's see. Mixy. Yeah, very pretty. I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Hope she likes it. Coolio. Let's see. We've been on this stream for a while, guys. Oh shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, guys, I got to get going. I'm sure Karen does too. I got some meetings and some things to attend to. Sorry, Ramon, that was a bad throw.
Do you have a garbage pile?
Oh yeah, we gotta do
yeah.
that. Hold on, let me make it.
Oh, yeah,
I
Raffle.
have like several garbage piles. Let's see. Let's use this as our base. We'll add this. We'll add this. Maybe a little more of that. Let's see what we get.
Just throw it all
True
in.
garbage pile. True garbage pile. See what
I still need to know what that inappropriate
I know.
comment or whatever
Maybe it was
was.
the emoji for a raindrop.
Oh.
I think I saw someone. Yeah, maybe that was it. I don't know.
Oh, dear.
Too funny. Okay, that is our garbage pile, y'all.
All right, let's do this
Ooh.
garbage pile. We ready?
Ready to raffle it? Guys, remember, wait until he says go.
All right, guys. You know the drill. If you're on YouTube, well, if you're on YouTube and you're brand new, hey, hi, how
Welcome.
you doing?
Thank you.
Welcome. Come on over to Twitch. We would love you to come over to Twitch. We have a lot of fun over in Twitch, and the only way to enter this raffle is on Twitch. So come on over. For everybody else on Twitch, are you guys ready? We're gonna launch the raffle in 3, 2, 1. The raffle has begun. Type in exclamation raffle to enter the raffle. And Trace, you know what? I kind of want to do a raid today.
A raid? Who are
A
we
raid.
raiding?
We're gonna be raiding. Since we're talking about pizza, we can raid Pizza Princess G. She actually makes pizzas at her pizza shop
Shut up.
on stream, so she's doing it right now. I'm watching her.
Shut up.
Yes, so we can raid her after we're done with the.
Okay, can you
After this.
explain rating and so everybody knows
Okay,
what,
so
what
guys,
it is?
rating. What rating is? We're gonna take everybody in the chat, and we're gonna send them over to her channel, and you guys are gonna say that Young Nail sent you. What's pretty awesome about it is you're gonna get some channel points for this, so I'm sure you guys will love that.
yeah, they do. They get quite a bit of.
Yes, you get like 300 channel points, I believe, out of this.
Oh wow. All right, so what do we have to do? Like what do
So
I have to do on my phone?
All you have to do is I'm gonna actually command the raid. You guys just have to get ready with the message. Once I send the raid over, it will pop up. You'll see the her channel pop up on your screen, and you just blast her with the message, whatever that message ends up being. You know, we're gonna send some young nails love her way. So it's gonna be fun. By the way, Kiana S is saying, tell Tracy we were laughing at oil spill Bob's Burgers. I don't know what that means.
Bob's Burger?
Yeah.
Bob's Burger.
Oil spill Bob's Burgers.
Oil spill Bob's Burger?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
I know Bob's Burger, but I don't know what oil spill Bob's Burger is.
Okay, guys. So I think if you mix like a silver with like emotional standstill or empty apartment, maybe empty apartment a little more because it's chunkier, you will start getting more of a waterfall tone. See. We're getting there. We'll play with it a little bit. But silver and an iridescent. Play with it a little bit. I'll play with it a little bit more because waterfall's a little more chunky, so I need to find something a little more chunky. But those tones together are going to kind of give you empty. I might find something with more of a silver tone because empty apartment and emotional standstill have a gold glow. So we might try to find something. I'll work on it, guys, so we can work on that. On trying to find you something to get your what you're
I
looking
think
for.
people are looking for that, and I get probably at least once a day looking for a combination of it, and I have yet to find something specific, but I can't remember. I did silver, hologram, and crystal, I think, and it was getting there. It was getting there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a bigger chunk with silver, and you're getting those tones. So this one is silver glitter with bumping. And we're waiting on Ramon.
Sorry.
So maybe a
Ooh,
little
that's
silver, that's a bigger chunk than what waterfall is. So somewhere in the middle. But something like that. Silver with an iridescent. Play with it, guys. Play with it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let's stop the
Kiana S said it's a
Oh.
it's a YouTube song, so YouTube it later.
I'm hold on. I forgot to enter the raffle. Hold on.
Okay, enter the raffle. Oh, I have to enter the raffle.
Come on, you guys.
I know.
Sorry.
There we go.
Got it.
Okay,
All right.
let's end it.
All right, guys. Here we go. The raffle ends in 3, 2, 1. The raffle has ended.
And the winner is
Before that, I gotta turn that off. Okay. And the winner is
My Life 702. Congratulations. Awesome. So
I'm
you
not gonna
are.
say the congratulations song,
Can I
but
get
congratulations.
that glitter? Tracy knows the song. Tracy?
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. It's better when Habib sings it. Don't tell him I said that though. Okay, so are we gonna do a raid? Are we doing
We
that?
are going to do a raid. Give me 1 second. And then we're going to get this raid going.
So something's gonna pop up on their screen.
So actually YouTube, we will see you later. Because
Bye.
only raiding happens on Twitch. So bye, YouTube. We'll see you. Actually, if you want to join the raid, come on over to Twitch. Hurry.